Did you see this? There was an article in The Athletic, and it was just anonymous sources talking about what the Patriots are doing. A former head coach said, Bill never would put anything like that out there. All of a sudden, it's out there. Something is weird. Now, I don't know what that's in reference to, but...
it's talking about how Bill said he sold out to win 3 Super Bowls.
Oh, so those comments?
Yeah,
that's what he's putting out there.
Yeah. Belichick said, I sold out to win 3 Super Bowls, so this is natural that we have a decline now. I sold out my salary cap.
Let's see. An exec said, I've always wondered if they just decided to tank this year, especially once they had the opt-outs. And then somebody was asked, why then sign Cam Newton? And exec said, you pay nothing. You get a compensatory pick. Cam's fool's gold anyway. People were like, oh, my God, all these teams did not sign Cam. Okay, Cam was not signing with the Broncos to be their backup. My hunch is Belichick would rather tear it down, rebuild it quickly, than try to hang on a few years at 9-7. I was really surprised that Belichick blamed this on selling out to win the Super Bowl. Now, go back to the first go-round when they won those 3 Super Bowls in rapid fire. And then they had a dip after that. And then they came back. Bill, at his age, how long is he going to stay? And, how long is he up for the challenge of this? Because this goes back to, you don't have a franchise quarterback right now. That's where you start. Now, granted, Tom is not your future, wouldn't have been your future, but you would be in a better position with Tom Brady than you would be with Cam Newton. But you drafted poorly. As much as Bill wants to say we sold out to win, okay, then why you sound defensive? Hey, look at what we did. We won 3. We went to another one. We went to an AFC title game. I get that. I mean, that's wonderful. Now, those things that he's doing are unprecedented. But he did not draft well. If they drafted better, just at running back and wide receiver, they don't even have a tight end, If they did that, are the Patriots different? In that division, are they different? If Tom Brady is there, Tom Brady might still be there if he had skilled position players. So that's on Belichick. You can say, I can commend you for how you somehow, were able to force this roster together and survive in the salary cap era, make all the changes you did and win, 3 Super Bowls, 3 more Super Bowls. I understand that. But Bill's got to take ownership of the draft because that's not a shining resume for the greatest coach of all time. He's the greatest coach on the field, but some of the front office moves, questionable. Certainly when it comes to drafting. And that's on Bill because he's the GM. Yeah, Paul?
Is he referring to selling out, trying to get Brady weapons at the very tail end of his career, like in N'Keal Harry in the first round of the 2019 draft, or Isaiah Wynn, a tackle in the first round in 18, Sony Michel, first round, 18, running back? They normally take defensive end, linebacker, defensive back. If you look at the past 13 years of Pacers draft picks, it's all defensive players in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, but in today's NFL...
But is he saying that? Like, we went with guys we would not normally draft to prop up Tom's last few years.
But did he say, hey, we went out and got some offensive guys for Tom, not saying, hey, I whiffed on going out and getting Tom some weapons here? Because that's what this comes down to. You win with offense in the NFL. You got to have offense to keep up with everybody else. Bill is always going to have that weapon of being a defensive-minded head coach and coming up with a way to stop you. But if Tom is struggling to get 17, 21 points a game, I don't care how good he is or how good your defense is. You're going to need some offense at some point. They just made bad draft picks. Yeah, Seed.
And while their whiffs in the draft for their offensive players get a lot of attention, they have found value in guys like J.C. Jackson that you're like, who the heck is this guy? And he's turned out to be really good for them. That I don't remember where he went, but it was certainly later in the draft. They have had some hits and found some value there. Just it doesn't seem like any of it is on offense.
But you can't whiff in first and second round. I mean, if you're going to go out where they draft too, like it's really important that when they hit on somebody, they've got to, N'Keal Harry and Sony Michel have to be great. Yes, McLeod.
But what Belichick said was the structure of the league is specifically to create parity where the great teams run out of salary cap space and they draft at 31, not 1. It's much harder to draft at 31 than top 10. So the league is set up to tear people down, and he's never gone down. Maybe because of the quarterback, but shouldn't he get basically earn the right to go down a little bit?
Ask any. Oh yes, of course. But it doesn't feel like he's taking the blame. He's saying, "Hey, we sold out for the salary cap." Okay, you did. I mean, if he said, "Look, we sold out," did we draft as well as we should have? Now, he doesn't want to rip N'Keal Harry or Sony Michel. I understand that, but Bill should take some ownership here because he's the GM. He's made the moves. It is such a luxury to wake up every single day in the NFL and know when you go to practice or when you go to play a game on Sunday, you look out and you see number 12. That is the greatest luxury you have in the NFL. Every single game you play, you're in. They were down 28-3, and he had number 12 there. That is an unbelievable luxury. Yes, McLevin.
What is the future plan at quarterback?
I
I haven't heard a single thing. In all this, they're obviously not going Stidham.
Well, they're not going Stidham, and they're not going Cam. Now, the question is, the Jets would not trade him in the division, Sam Darnold, to the Patriots if they were interested. I don't know if... Remember they liked Baker Mayfield? My NFL source told me prior to the draft, they really kicked the tires on Baker Mayfield. That Bill reportedly loved Baker Mayfield. I think he really liked Kyler Murray as well. I haven't gotten that confirmed, but one source said that they liked Kyler Murray as well. Bill is not afraid of taking chances, doing things differently, adjusting. And, they may have whiffed on getting a quarterback for the future. Yes, Paulie.
Belichick may have another chance to get Baker Mayfield.
It's true.
A lot less money.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, McLevin.
He liked Johnny Manziel, too.
Yeah.
I know. Manziel visited there.
Yeah.
He wanted to try a mobile quarterback.
Yes. And that's why when people said, he got Cam Newton, he got the kind of quarterback that he wants. Okay, then what's the problem here? He did have a couple of opt-outs, and these were named players who opted out. Like Dante Hightower is a quality player. And if you're going to take away something from the defense, you haven't really added anything to the offense. Well, you're going to be probably an average team. That's why I didn't think that they were going to make the playoffs this year. And they may. I was just surprised that Bill kind of blamed the salary cap. Like not a person, or it was a thing. Like that salary cap. We sold out for the salary cap. Well, you're lucky that you had Tom Brady, who was a bargain. Tom didn't price gouge you. That helped too. You spread the wealth there. Yeah, McLevin.
What if Cam Newton doesn't fumble? They were rolling on that drive. They score. Yeah. They go to, what are they now? 3-4. They play the Jets 4-4. Is all this narrative gone? And we're like, wow, Bill's a great coach.
I just don't think they're that good.
But they've been in a lot of games. They beat two potential playoff teams in the Raiders and Dolphins. They're not that bad, though.
Do you know who's been in all their games this year?
The Giants.
The New York Giants.
Yeah, that's another team.
Okay, the New York Giants have been in every game.
But I think Bill actually outcoached Sean McDermott pretty bad the other day to even stay in that game.
He may have outcoached Andy Reid a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, that's a great example too.
Nobody is ever going to deny the greatness of him on the field making adjustments, ever. But he has to own the first and second round with the Patriots. He has not done well. When's the last time you said, the Patriots, their tight end, what's his name?
But they didn't whiff. They never drafted one. They never even had a plan. I don't think they...
But that's on him. That's worse. You didn't have a plan. I don't know why I'm yelling.
But it's hard to pick at 30. Nobody gets it right. There's a lot of busts from 25 to 35.
Gronk was a second-round draft pick.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it's not like a guarantee. It's not like the Packers are getting great players.
How do the Ravens do it?
I mean,
teams do it.
You brought this up yesterday. The Patriots have been a better team than the Ravens for 2 decades. So you can't say the Ravens have a better formula than the Patriots. The Patriots are better at everything. They've beaten them consistently.
But you know why? The quarterback. Okay?
Number 12 helps.
If I take away the quarterback in New England, and we just look at the rosters, Ravens have had better teams.
No doubt.
Yes. Thank you.